Hey y'all, this is Tommy, or actually this is Chickens. This is Tommy at Farms. I saw just enough of Patty's live stream last night to I was traveling and had went through some dead spots, and so the video or the audio I wasn't watching, I was listening, trying to listen, and she did a great job. Had a little bit of troll activity, but it wasn't. She handled it, I think, pretty well, other than reading one of the horrible comments out loud before reading it to herself. But anyway, I did hear her mention, that hey, Tommy hadn't done very much updates on the chicks, hadn't talked about the chicks on any live streams. So, good morning, Tina. I decided I would jump on for just a minute and show you the chicks that have so far been moved from the cage we had in we call the barber shop. Patty's a licensed barber. There's something you might not have known. And we had a barber shop here. She used to cut hair pretty regularly, but it's become a storage building, and it's now our incubator room. And we had to move the chicks out here to make room for some others that are hatching. And so we did this at 10 o'clock the other night, or we came inside at 10 o'clock the other night. We had to get this room ready. This is our brooder stall. In fact, I'll try to post a link to the video where we made this. I think it was called Brooder to Barn, but it's got chicken wire all around the outside of it, and so we've got a feeder hung in here. There's the remains of our brooder box. I'll try to remember to put a card on this video right here pointing to how we made that brooder box out of 2 sheets of OSB. Here's the other parts of it. We had to use it to secure some areas around this stall so that the chicks couldn't get out, the smaller chicks. And so, but that brooder box lasted us a very long time, and I still stand by the concept behind it. It's a great, relatively inexpensive large brooder box out of 2 sheets of OSB plywood. And so you can click that card if you're watching the replay that popped up a few seconds ago to show you how we did that. But boy, you can keep a bunch of chicks in here. It's hard to imagine because you don't see them all at once, but there's 20 something, maybe 30, 20 something chicks in here right now, and they're spread all out. This thing is about 10 feet square, this stall, and the chicks are doing great. Got a couple of little roosts for them, and they like to be up in high places, So we'll probably, and what we're going to do is the brooder cage that's inside the barbershop now, we're going to bring it out here in the barn, in this stall with the smaller chicks. We're just going to leave them in it, and we're going to suspend it from the roof, and they'll have their own heat lamp, and of course they've got their own feed and water sources. But anyway, let's see, what we've got here is there's the rooster. We've got 2 ages of pure Delaware chicks in here, and you can tell by looking at them. I don't remember now how old they are, frankly, but 2 or 3 weeks old, I guess. They're feathering out nicely. And the other colored chicks are the Bielefelders. And I don't remember how many males we said we had of the Bielefelders, but the reason we needed to hatch some, we love the Bielefelders, is that when we bought Bielefelder eggs and hatched them out originally, we ended up with way more males than females. So we need to increase our hen population of Bielefelders. And I think we had a high population of males on this hatch too. But I think we've got some others in the incubator now trying to hatch. So you're looking at Bielefelders and Delaware. We've also hatched out and had an incredible hatch rate. I'm pretty sure Patty talked about this last night because it was just staggering on the sex link, the red sex link, which is a cross from Delaware hens and a Rhode Island red rooster. But it was like all but one egg or something like that hatched, and that's just unbelievable hatch rate, especially incubating. You know, mama hens will have great hatch rates, but a lot of times when you're doing it artificially in an incubator, even a nice cabinet incubator that tilts the eggs back and forth like ours does, often you aren't quite as successful. But we were very successful. We've had a tremendous hatch rate as well on the midget white turkeys. Sadly, we lost. We had 5 young poults, and because of our overcrowding situation, we lost them, which was really it was our fault because of poor management. But we'll do better on the next bunch. But again, we were tickled to death with the hatch rate on those. Typically, you don't have good hatch rates on turkeys, and you don't have a good rate of raising them to maturity, typically. But the midget whites seem to be hardy and not as stupid as some other turkey poults are. I've heard stories about some types of farm turkeys that you gotta give them a way to get out of the rain because they'll drown looking up to see where the rain's coming from. I don't know if that's true or not, or just an old. All right, sorry about that. I had a phone call come in on my phone that broke the stream, and what that means is I've lost the chat. No, I haven't. Music Well, how many turkeys do you have now, Tommy? I think we've got 2 toms and 4 hens grown, and so we want to increase that a little bit, but also we've done a good job selling them. Yeah, Amanda, I gave you a wrench last night after watching Patty struggle. I was so glad that Wanda from Deep South Homestead was on. We just haven't had any trouble with trolls. That was really our first experience, and she only had 1 moderator. So I hope that's okay, Amanda. I didn't ask you. Prissy Green, good morning on a beautiful day. It is. So, hey Claire, how are you? Sheila, good morning. The Music Well, Tina Weber, glad you guys could join us this morning. I don't have really time to talk much longer, and I know you're thinking, yeah, right, Tommy. But I do need to get off because I've got chores I do. I was up at the tire place at 6:15 this morning to get new tires on my truck, and so we took a pretty good hit on that, but not as bad as we could have. Always go to Bozeman Tire in Brookhaven, Mississippi. Highly recommended. Neil and Lynn over there and all the guys at Bozeman Tire take really good care of us, and their prices can't be beat anywhere in Brookhaven. And when you go there and get something done, you know it's going to be done right. And I love it that they'll tell me when I can wait for things. You know, hey, this is going to be needing to be changed, but you can get another 25,000 miles before we need to do that kind of thing. And I appreciate that type of protecting of their customers, and that they breed a loyal customer base, and I am one of them. So anyway, we'll keep you updated. We'll go back. Let me turn around from inside the chick pen and show you how you probably can't see it, but we had some light rain yesterday, and again woke up this morning, looks like it had a light misting. And so today I'm gonna try to at lunchtime start getting hay, old hay in between the rows, and we're gonna decide what we're gonna put on the top of the rows to cover them. But as always, thank you guys for joining us. I'm sorry about the broken stream there in the middle. I hope I didn't miss too much. I hope you didn't miss too much of the content. It wasn't long, just a few seconds. But as always, we appreciate you guys so very much. It's so, it's nice to, anytime I go live, you just almost know the familiar names. You've become friends, and we love to see your names pop up. Still can't get over that anybody cares one bit about what we do here at Alderman Farms. And I just want you to know we appreciate you. We really do. Oh, one more thing. I talked to Daniel Smith over at Go for Green Living this morning, And thank you guys so much. When we made our appeal for them trying to raise $500 so he could replace his plastic on his greenhouse that was destroyed from recent storms over there, they have, you guys have provided $300 so far. And that is fantastic, and we're so grateful that we could make a little appeal like that and people jump to it and respond. But the bad news is he's $200 short of what he needs to replace that plastic. And so would you go back and find that video? In fact, I reposted it again on Facebook this morning on our Alderman Farms Facebook page and in our Friends of Alderman Farms Facebook group. And would you share that? Even if you can't help monetarily, would you share it? They have a PayPal address, which is paypal.me/Kristau, Kristau, and you can go there, and when we did it, it defaulted to paying for goods and services, where you have to uncheck that box so that it'll send it friends and family, and that way PayPal doesn't take any fees out. But would you help me if you'll look on our YouTube channel and find the video that says Go for Green Living needs help, needs our help, and share that. If you've got some extra money laying around and you haven't given and you want to help them, because they lost everything in their greenhouse, and y'all, that greenhouse is their living, not like us. You know, they do it full time. And I would love to be able to knock that $200 in the head by the end of the day, so that Daniel and Krista can rest easy knowing that they've got the money to replace the plastic on their greenhouse. So help in any way you can. When I get a chance to edit this video, once it finishes, I'll put those links in here too. Thank you so much for your generosity. You guys have blessed us just beyond imagination, and you've blessed others too, and we just want to be a blessing to others. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time here at Alderman Farms.